Once I went with my uncles. He has not dark skin, but a little bit like brown, not white as I am. And we walked to the market, and the guy who was working there, he asked, how can I help? And because I know the language, I speak, but my uncle was behind me, and he was like quiet, and he told me, can you ask him about the things? And I said, okay, I will. And he said, where are you from? And I said, from Iran. He said, could you please go out? I can't have people. And it was yelling, and it was like taking attention on us, everyone was like looking us and looking at me, and I was like, what the hell is going on? We want just buy these things. And no. He was like that. I cried all the week just because of that, and I couldn't believe that happened. He didn't realize that I'm a migrant or from another country because I knew the language, but just because of my uncle's skin, just because he was like a little bit dark, doesn't mean that he is not a human. There is also some kind people that they really understand, and they don't care if you're white, you're black, you're Muslim, you're not Muslim, you're from Iran or not, and they just care about that we are human. That's it, nothing more.
Las decisiones políticas y estrategias se han ido cambiando en los años y ya son 3 años, 4 años que Velika Kladuša y Bihać han devenido 2 ciudades donde la gente no puede seguir adelante y donde hay mucha violencia por parte de la policía croata.
First, you have to see that geographically, Bosnia has this little peak, and of course this makes it the very shortest way to go in from Bosnia into Italy, where most people want to go first. And so this just naturally brings people to this bottleneck where everyone tries to cross because it's the shortest way. And here in Bosnia, still most people try to go on game, as we call it, walking. And so of course you try to find the way where the actually way where you have to go is the shortest, and I think that's just why most people find themselves in the Unasana canton.
I spent all of my childhood in my village. I didn't go anywhere because of war. We play in the village with our age friends. We didn't have electricity at that time. It was difficult.
I think going with my friends to there's a place like tourists go on there. It's called Eram. It's a really good and cute, beautiful place. I think the most beautiful and good memories was that we were going there. It was really good. I have it still in my mind, and I feel it. Sometimes I close my eyes and I think about that moment I was with my friends. We were like free, we didn't think about things that I think about now.
I have memories like when I go to school in the In my village, it was really big problem. One time we sit in the class, we were taking in the class, and suddenly there was war starting in my village, and we left the school that time, and we came to the home.
When I'm 16, so I complete and study my medical, but some issues and some problems, I drop my studies and I come in that side and in this track.
I was a good student. I was studying with people, but like two years older than me, because I study two level in 1 year. Because I was a good student, I was 14, but I was with 16 and 17 people.
I studied English mostly. Yeah, I studied English over there. Then I was trying to take a translator job there. Then I did a job over there, like 6 months translator job. Then I left the job because of they were warning me for that job that you are doing wrong. You are not allowed to do that job. And after that, I become forced to leave my country, and I was trying to come to Europe.
I miss my country as well. We were not a migrant and refugee there. It was my country. We were kind of free to do not anything, but to walk at the night and go whenever we want. Yes, I miss it really. Iran is a beautiful country. It's a really good country, but stupid people. It's not good. People. It's just about people. Culture, country, weather, places, everything is good, but people, it's not good.
I'm not Muslim, I'm Zartusht. Zartusht is for history, original Iran. But I have problem for little people and police. For this is Zartusht.
Zarathustra religion, it's called Zarathustra. It's the original religion of Persian people. It's not Islam. It was Zarathustra from before, if you go back to history. But when Islam and Muslim people attacked Iran and Persian people, they become to Muslim. I do not care about religion. My parents are Christian, but I'm not.
I come back Iran, maybe I'm dead. Maybe I go inside what is this? Police check me, maybe after. Have too much problem, brother. But I'm not Muslim. I like Muslim. These people is Muslim. From Pakistan. Afghanistan is Muslim. I have not problem with these people.
Also, another reason that my parents left, because Christian people can't not be in Iran. The governments killed them.
You can't talk, relax. What is this? But all people is like that. Police. I have not life there. I go inside what is this? Bravo? Maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 month he will kill me. Maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 3 years. Maybe slow. He don't give me food. Like that, I'm dead. I don't know. Yeah.
They don't see women's and men's same. They said that men's are more worth than women's. They care about men's, but they don't care about women's. They don't let women to wear anything they want. They don't let women to walk alone in parks, in street. It's just like women can make baby and that's it. Yes, and there is no respect. The most important things, there is no respect for women. My mom says she doesn't want us to have the same life that she had before.
You can't be secure when you go out from home. When we were getting out from home, we are saying for our family, maybe I come tonight, maybe. And some of us, when getting out from home, they are died bodies.
I had to leave my country at the time. It's burden on me. That's why the situation was difficult. That's why it was burden on me to stay there. That's why I left my country that time.
Because it's a security problem. Taliban, Daesh, they tell us if you going to police, we killed your family. You going with us, you working with us. What I tell you, you do like this. After this, I coming.
I was a teenager. I was always dreaming living in a democratic country, multicultural country, open, multicultural society country. I not leave my country because of economic reason. Because really I want to live in a democratic country and multicultural country, and I want also learn more languages. For Ukrainian people, not give asylum because Ukraine, European Union countries say Ukraine is safe. East Ukraine now in war with Russia, but the rest Ukraine is two provinces in war with Russia because Putin attacked Ukraine. But rest Ukraine is safe country, safe, and European Union countries say Ukraine is safe.
The journey was too much difficult. From when I left Afghanistan, then I came to Iran. The dangerous border like Iran up to Turkey. It's really difficult. Like I saw many dead bodies over there on the way, and I saw many difficulties on the way. Many days we didn't drink water and food. We faced many difficulties on the way.
Just walking. Iran, Turkey. 1 week. In Turkey, Greek, 8-9 days, but with my family. But Greece from Bosnia, 18 days, 19 days, just me with another guys, my friend. Yes, 19.
Hay mucha naturaleza aquí en Bihać y hay muchas personas que sí, que viven en la naturaleza con tiendas y claramente en ninguno de esos sitios hay acceso a agua potable y a electricidad y a nada. Y entonces eso tiene la consecuencia de no tener higiene y sí, condición de vivir muy difíciles.
I came from Afghanistan up to Bosnia I feel good here. Bosnian people treat us so good. The people of Bosnia is very good. But the situation of refugees here is very bad because we want to live like a normal people. We become bored like spending our lives just like refugees. We don't do anything like a normal people. But Bosnian people and government of Bosnian, they treat us so very well. Thank you for that.
When I came to enter to Bosnia, I feel little better. I think the Bosnians have good behavior with us. Police good behavior with us.
Here Bosnia, no have work, no have nothing.
Please help me, all children, their families coming there, but please save me. There I am sleeping this side and jungle. People is good, but no home, no house, no this problem.
Every day sad. Every day we are sad. It's no good. We are not mafia. We are not, what is this, Alibaba.
I am crying. So crying. Tonight I am so crying. No money, is no their help. Okay, police.
We are like wolf. We are like wolf now there. We have not good place. We have not good food. We have not good camp.
Lipa has the baddest situation. Have a small food, little food. This doesn't have good proteins, vitamins like this. Not cooking a good food, and they're giving us that small piece of bread with little food. It's not enough for us.
But there is camp not good, so bad. Yeah, Lipa camp, so bad. 7, 8, 9 days this I am staying there, but I am not going there. No money, no problem. But there, this side, Lipa camp not going. Shower problem there, sleeping problem, food problem. Food big problem there was. Yeah, toilet problem. So bad, Lipa camp.
Yeah, I'm coming from Serbia to Bosnia, and I'm coming first to camp, family camp. Few months I was there, but I have always problems with IOM.
When we were in camp in Sarajevo, that was good, kind of good. But when we came here in Bihać, it wasn't good. Especially the organization who works there, calls IOM. They were really bad people. I mean bad people, like if you talk with them, they act like you don't have any problem in your country, why you came? We didn't ask you come, like that. Of course, people here, they had their story, they had their reason to come. They don't need to tell the organization what was the reason. There is organization here just for help, nothing more. They show to word, they show to news that they helping, but it's not helping. The don't care about the refugee, they don't care about the immigrants.
I'm bring for migrants from camp food and clothes and shoes, because in camp lots of food, clothes and shoes just throw in the garbage. I was very angry about it, because first of all it's not good food throw in the garbage, and secondly migrants outside the camp hungry and needed this food. Yeah, why better not give for these people? But in Bosnia government forbid help migrants. That's why I have everyday stress, everyday problems which I am everyday fight me. Tell me, Elena, if you help migrants outside the camp, but also inside the camp, you have problems because it's not allowed. I'm asking why it's not allowed. Please say me reason. I am tell me only not make discussion. That is the rules in the camp. If you not accept that, they call for you police.
So I hate Burichi camp. I really hate Burichi camp. I was in Burichi for 6 months. Yes, I was in Burichi for 6 months, and I was a translator there. They called me every second, every single day, and I was like helping, but they were like, "It's okay. You're an immigrant. You're a refugee. You have to do that." So no, I don't have to. Then I came out from stupid Burichi.
We have camp here, but some people don't want to stay in the camp because it's too much far away from here.
Lipa is 25 or 30 kilometers far from Bihać. When we want to come back to Bihać, we were walking for more than 6 hours. If in this way, at the last of 6 hours, when we are arriving to the city, if police saw us, catch us, and sending again back to the Lipa.
Last winter, when IOM left Lipa camp, because they said that they couldn't have a proper camp because they had to wait months for electricity and running water because the canton wasn't cooperating. That is their story. And yeah, now IOM left the camp and now SVI is running them.
Some people, they did not want to migrants, and they did not like to migrants, and they did not to want that migrants to live in this Bosnia.
My country, Iran, have. Here have. Germany have. All world have. Here, I don't see too much. Bosnian people is good. Yes, of course, Bosnian people is good. I don't see too much like that racist.
I'm not saying this that all immigrants are good. Some immigrants are doing bad works, stealing and behaving with the citizens of those countries badly, breaking their homes, taking some things when they are deporting, when they are going to another country. Some of them they are doing like these works, and because of this also, some police don't like immigrants. Some police don't like immigrants. Some people don't like immigrants. But among of this, maybe 90% immigrants are those people that they need a secure place. They have lots of good things on their brains. Lots of them have good degrees on studying, good degrees on work experience. They have good thing for themselves. It will be beneficial for another countries where when they are going to that country. 10%, yes, 10% is not good. And some people, when they face with this 10%, they think that 100% immigrants are like this.
Being a woman, always, it's like, I can't say dangerous, but dangerous for feelings, you know, for emotion, not physical, you know. In camp, always boys around, always boys coming, asking, saying bad things, and there is no organization that deal with it. They do anything they want in the camps, and sometimes they like want to touch even the girls, the women's. And when we said that to save the children, they said, oh, maybe because you wear that clothes, maybe because you didn't wear hijab, maybe because you wear a lot of makeup. Just stupid and fucking things. But it's not the reason. You know, even women being naked, they can't touch it. If you come in a camp, the first thing you see, it's mans, boys, mans, and children. Then you might see some women's. But they always decide to be in room, you know, and not talking, no relationship, no, of course there is no relationship, no friendship, I mean. I was helping the doctors in camp as a translator because there were no translator. And my mom got sick, and it was a long list of sick people, and the doctor says, it's okay, I can see your mom right now, like before anyone else, but if you being my friend, like you and I can be friend. And I was like, just friend or something else? And he said, no, I mean friend. And I told him that I'm always here. It's been like months that I'm working here, and we are like friend. Which friend you mean? And he was, we can go and have a coffee. You can come to my house. I say, no, thank you. And I just come out of the room. I said, I don't want to see you even a second anymore.
We face with mental problems. Sometimes we are speaking in a very high sound with each other. After that we say, why we are speaking so high? Why? Then this all belongs to this mental problems. I can't tell you all the hard things because now I don't have good situation on my brain. If I tell you, maybe I start crying.
When we are talking about mental health problems in refugee population, we often say that PTSD, so post-traumatic stress disorders that happen after traumatic events, developing PTSD, anxiety disorders because of this high amounts of stress that they are like all the time on alert, and it's something that happens in our body that people can then develop anxiety disorders and like different disorders that are connected to depression.
Here no good, but we have too much organization.
Non Kitchens es una ONG independiente totalmente que existe desde hace 4 años y bueno, está presente en diferentes sitios de fronteras donde hay muchas personas de diferentes países como Afganistán, Irán, Irak, Pakistán, Magreb y otros, y que se encuentran en una situación de dificultad porque están intentando llegar a Europa, pero bueno, viene bastante difícil cruzar las fronteras. Lo que principalmente Non Kitchen hace son distribuciones de comida, y normalmente comida no cocinada, y entonces le distribuimos la comida para que luego las personas en movimiento puedan cocinarse, y luego también ropa, o como los llamamos not food items, y entonces ropa, zapatos, chaquetas, underwear, socks, sacos de dormir o tiendas. O, bueno, intentamos cubrir todas estas necesidades.
Yo creo que no estamos aquí solamente para darles la posibilidad de sobrevivir a las personas, porque igual han nacido todo el viaje, mucha gente lleva años en camino, en movimiento, y ha sobrevivido, y sobreviviría también sin Non Kitchen. Lo único que podemos hacer es apoyarlos, mejorar un poco la situación en la que estén, pero no porque creemos que si nosotros se vayan a morir o no sé, no. Y entonces aquí no estamos solamente para que puedan comer algo, sino que se puedan intentar por lo menos de crear algo como una autonomía, por ejemplo, una autonomía en tomar las decisiones y en gestionar sus días, su vida.
Non Kitchen se financia a través de donaciones por parte de personas que nos conocen o hicieron voluntariado con nosotros o nos siguen en los social medias y les gusta lo que hacemos, cómo actuamos y lo que denunciamos, y entonces deciden dar una ayuda también económica, financiera.
Las personas que nos hacen donaciones son personas privadas, son tal vez otras asociaciones que tienen el mismo objetivo, ¿no? La misma idea, los mismos ideales tal vez, y que nos apoyan, sí, pero no de parte gubernamental.
I'm so happy that the people here. I'm so too much respect for all volunteers that help people. Volunteers that help with the food, with the clothes, also with the medicine. Doctors coming here. I'm so lots of respect for these people, that the people spend on time, on money, on power for migrants. So lots of respect for these people. Many people say to me, you my sister, you as sister. Most of people say to me sister. Some people say to me mother, yes, but most of people say to me sister. And these people also help me because before I bring food from camp to people. After that I leave the camp. I'm sleeping in broken house also, and the people give me food. Yeah, give me food. Because I don't have money, that's why the people, last month I'm sleep here, the people help me. If you go into the people in the broken factory or is the squads in the jungle, all people say to you, please come together, tea drinking together or eating food together. The people always like this, they're very, very hospitable, very good.
They are like our family because all people doesn't have here no brother, no family. So we live together like family. Which one person coming, oh, how are you, brother? Good, good. All like brother. Yes.
You're like a big family.
Yes.
Six years, I don't see my mother, my sister, my father, my brother. I have three brothers. He's little. And me, I'm sad, too much sad. But now, my wife and my son is Germany. This is no good for me, for my son. I will try go Croatia and after Italy and after Germany, yes.
I'm engaged. My wife is now in France. It's about 1 year that she comes to France. And I started this way to reach to my love.
Ahora con que hace buen tiempo aquí en Bosnia, hay muchas personas que deciden intentar ir a un país europeo y eso significa también muchas devoluciones en caliente.
We carry a bag, like there is the food on it, there is the shoes, a sleepy bag, and we walk all the way we have to, like cross the border and going to the place that we want to go, and these all things called game. Yes, for people here. And they said games because they said it's my like successful, and people can made it or no, so that's why it's like games. In games, people lose or win.
El game es una manera para llamar ese tentativo de cruzar varias fronteras y para luego llegar a un país europeo. Game es una manera un poco como broma para llamar ese tentativo de cruzar fronteras.
When I first heard it, sounded kind of cynical to me, but now really everyone is, calling it the game. And yeah, I mean, it's really the idea, you succeed or you lose and you have to try again.
Es todo una estrategia y todo depende de donde los varios actores se encuentran y cómo accionan.
I tried 5 times, go to Croatia, going, coming. They arrest me. We are going in 10, 15 days, 10, 12 days. They arrest me back in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. What we do?
Border Croatia, Bosnia, maybe is 1,000 kilometers. Europe have 6,500 commando soldiers. This is too much problem.
Y además la policía es muy violenta. No pasa en todos los casos. Hay factores que, por ejemplo, reducen la violencia, como puede ser el hecho que las personas sean mujeres, o familias, o niños, pero pasa, es algo de pasa a menudo.
Tried 2 times, but they arrested me and treat us so badly, hardly, and then send it back to Bosnia. They take everything from us, Croatian police. Then they hit us by handle and then send it back to the Bosnia.
You know, when we go to Croatia, we feel a strong stone on our shoulders. We feel so fear from police. If police see us taking our phones, broken mobiles, no, not broken, putting on their pockets, taking our all money, firing our bags, sleeping bags, shoes, everything, take out our clothes, and then hitting at the last power.
Croatia police पिचको खतर Croatia police कतो दगले दम देखो टेंशन ना ले आगे खड़ से टेंशन ना ले
We are not animal. We are not animal, brother. We understand everything. But yes, of course, now we have not good life. But before, everybody, migrants, have a good life, have a family, have a father, have a mother. We are not dangerous people.
Of course, I heard these stories every day, many times. Yeah, and always people tell me that police, if Croatia police catch people, they take everything: telephones, power banks, money. And Croatia police very violent. Croatia police fight people, beat people very hard, and yeah, also intimidate people, also psychical and not only physical but also psychical, intimidate people. Yeah, like you know this story today that Croatia police say to migrants, all of you must beat each other.
Anybody, you ask, problem Croatia, problem Croatia, problem Croatia.
Because Croatian police are really bad. They hurt people and people don't like them.
I know this is illegal, but we have not passport paper. 15 years is all guys from Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan coming.
The main idea is to have a open approach to really look into qualitative data. Our interest isn't to collect quantitative data because I guess it's nothing we can do as very small grassroots organizations. But instead, we are really trying to listen to the stories that people tell us of their pushbacks, of the violence that they endured when they were pushed back. And so, the main idea is to really let people talk in the first place, to make it as natural as we can.
Non-Name Kitchen es parte de Border Violence Monitoring Network y eso significa que intentamos quedarnos con las personas y movimientos que acaban de ser devolucionadas en caliente y recolectar testigos y publicarlos en esa plataforma.
La manera en la que hacemos los reports es una manera muy objetiva, de tener unas fechas, unos lugares, un set de data que se pueden comparar, pero también son confiables. O sea, si las personas, por ejemplo, no pueden indicar exactamente cuál fue el pueblo donde los encontraron, donde la policía los encontró, o la estación de policía, o la carretera.
We now have quite a high number of testimonies. You can kind of see the the nature of how many pushbacks involved direct physical violence, and I think in Croatia it's something like 60%. The numbers of the pure quantity we collected is very, very, very small percentage of what is actually happening.
Y también gente que no, bueno, ha vuelto 20 veces, ha intentado el game 20 veces y solo una vez hemos hecho el report. Entonces, pero todos los demás veces hay que tenerlas en cuenta y eso es muy, muy, muy frecuente.
And this situation, what now is with migration, only good for smugglers, because all migrants what here in Serbia and Bosnia early or later reach Europa, which lots of money, and lots of money going to pocket smugglers' pocket.
Why this country is not thinking about the mafias? I don't know. They are leaving them like that for work. Entering the immigrants to a country's benefit.
We find a smuggler when we were in camp, because there is a lot of news in camp between people, and we find him there, but he wasn't there. I mean, the guy wasn't in camp. He was in Bihać, and a friend of him, they were in camp, and they contacted them, and they talked with him, and they told them that there's a family who wants to pay, and you can, like that, yes. And then they make appointment, and we go in their place. We talk with him, with the guy, and we talk with another guy to pay, and yes, that's how people find a smuggler.
Mafia just like money. But I will go with taxi. I must pay 4,500 euro. It's too much money.
Some smugglers takes just like games like taxi. They call taxi. It's like we walk for 5 or 6 hours, and then cars come. We go by car. And some by big cars, and some of it walk just in wood, in forest, and they're just walking. Some of it go by ticket, and like that. There's a lot of different. It depends which way. It depends which game. For the most expensive one is taxi, that going by car, like 4,000. Yes, 4,000 euro for one person.
I know this in Bihać. I know smugglers. Yes, I know they come to before the broken house was opened, and speak with migrants about game and take migrants to game.
You know, when I was in Iran, when I heard a word like a smuggler or a smuggler things, my body was shaking. I thought maybe they just steal people. They might kill people, and they like smuggler things about the bodies, the part of body, you know, like heart, like kidneys, because I heard about it when I was in Iran. It's like normal, and I was really scared of people like mafia. But when we came here, and we realized that it's not like that. I mean, in this way, in these games, it's not like that. So what we can do, we really need them.
I think it's double, because first of all, mafia help people reach Europa, but another side, mafia in this situation, mafia were riches. Yes, and mafia used these people, used the situation, and mafia only thinking about himself. Yes. But without mafia, also the people not reach Europa.
No one provided Croatian police or even with any concrete evidence. That's the truth.
Croatian Minister of Interior and basically head of the police has denied all the allegations of human rights abuses, but both Amnesty International, respected media such as Guardian, respected NGOs in Croatia such as the Center for Peace Studies have reported human rights abuses. Right? So the debate is not, are these human rights abuses? Of course they are. Right? People being beaten, their money being taken, being what's called a pushback, so not being treated as asylum seeker, but being pushed across the back across the border. There were also reports on sexual abuse, so really grave human rights abuses. So debate wasn't, are these human rights abuses? If this happened, are these cases of human rights abuse? The debate was, did these cases happen or they didn't?
The Croatian Ministry of Interior has done a great job in just denying every evidence that they got. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? Like, being here in Bosnia, there's no way to have any doubt about this pushbacks happening. It's just not possible. It's a daily reality here. The Minister of Interior has seen video footage of pushbacks. It's not only the testimonies, there have been some pushbacks that are filmed, so it's wide known, but of course it's the easiest strategy to just deny everything and to also avoid any external monitoring system.
Que venga aquí un día y ya verá que no es así, que hay testigos, testimonios y pruebas visibles para todos que hay violencia en la frontera y es la policía de Croacia que de una manera sistemática actúa de manera violenta y devoluciona personas de manera totalmente ilegal, porque muchas veces son devoluciones de grupos, no de personas singulares, y por cierto a esas personas en movimiento no se les ha preguntado si quieren quedarse en Croacia, y el derecho de pedir asilo es un derecho por todos lados de Europa.
Are the reports on pushback correct? I would say definitely yes. Have they involved human rights violations? There are convincing sources that suggest that they have been. However, without the investigation that would involve both sides, right? I can say with a certainty that the Minister of Interior is lying, or that Croatian police is involved in human rights violations. We would need a deeper investigation, and hope that I had, and I think a lot of NGOs, including, for example, already mentioned Center for Peace Studies, is that the investigations, more deeper investigations, would be initiated either by European Commission or by the European Ombudsman, and this hasn't happened.
Those members or people who do not use official border crossings, but instead they're using fields, forests, which are just few miles far from the official border crossings, and they are trying to enter Croatia without any ID. So if they want to apply for international protection, there is always a way to come on the border crossing and to express your wish.
It's a big lie. It's of course people here knows they have to bring the documents with them so they can cross any border they want, so they prove who they are. Of course we know that, but as we are like immigrant and like refugee, it's a big lie that Croatian police or Croatian people or Croatian governments let people to go in, as you said, to border and say we ask for asylum. Sometimes they beat people and they say no, Croatian doesn't want you.
normally if you want to claim asylum, you just go to the border crossing, go to the police and tell them, hey, I want to claim asylum. And it's not that these people that are here, the people on the move, don't want to do this, but it's just not possible. Like, especially for the families, it's so hard to go on game. Like, why wouldn't they just go to the nearest border crossing and be like, hey, I want to claim asylum, please bring me to a camp, and then I will officially request my asylum application. But it's not possible. It's not working. Like, I know people that are going to these border crossings daily to just hope that maybe there's one officer that lets them in, but it's not working.
A mí me pasa en casi todos los pushback report o violence report que hice, que la gente, por ejemplo, ha pedido asilo, le ha pedido de poder seguir en el proceso del asilo en Croacia o en Eslovenia, pero muchas veces, en los casos que yo he visto, nunca le fue garantizado ese derecho, ¿no? O sea, la policía los coge y los devuelve sin garantizarles el derecho que tienen, ¿no? Por ley europea.
By international treaties, right, and the treaties that bound all the members of the European Union, the asylum seeker has the right to ask an asylum in the country where he entered, and his case should be considered there. The controversial point is the point of asylum seeking status, right? So you have to enter the country and report for asylum seeking status. The policy of pushback suggests that you are not even allowed to do that, right? So that you cannot enter the country to claim the status, right? And in that sense, if you look at the policy of pushback, if you define it in that way, then it would be against the treaties that the countries of the European Union are bound by.
Todas las personas que encontramos aquí han llegado al interior del país, de o Croacia o Eslovenia, o hasta la frontera con Italia, ¿no? Claramente en muchos casos es la parte fronteriza que más pues, se vigila, pero especialmente en Croacia encuentran a la gente por todo el territorio nacional, ¿no? Unas personas que conocí aquí hace poco me contactaron porque estaban en Zagreb y querían pedir asilo. Pero era como que, bueno, queremos pedir asilo, pero tenemos miedo de ir donde la policía porque tenemos miedo que nos devuelvan. Y eso pasa, o sea, el miedo es muy legítimo porque es una cosa que pasa cada día, aunque tendrían el derecho, ¿no?
Croatia has, of course, deep strategic interest to become part of the Schengen zone. And it seems that there is a kind of tacit agreement. It hasn't been openly talked about either by the Croatian government or by the European Commission, but it seems that there is a tacit agreement between them that if Croatia shows strong rigidness in border control, that would make them a stronger candidate for the Schengen zone.
Yeah, the condition to enter the Schengen zone is to prove that you can manage external border. At this moment, the external border of Croatia is managed by pushback also. There is no limitations or any restrictions when European Union speaks about defending or managing external border.
We have one of the strongest border police in Europe, and we have enough capacity to protect our borders from any illegal activities.
European Commission has, as I mentioned, turned the blind. They're not ever explicitly advocating this, right? But they have turned the blind eye after we can now openly say that the sort of shared quota system has failed, right? The open door system has not been embraced. So now there is a policy of strong borders. And for them, it's a win-win situation. Because on one hand, you have a country like Hungary imposing a strong border control, and European Union washing their hands, sort of Pontius Pilate's scenario, where they can say, well, yeah, we know that Hungary is not really known for its respect for human rights. So it's expected that they would do something like that. Or Croatia, well, yes, Croatia is still not a fully stable democracy, so in that sense there might be some human rights violations happening. While, as is suggested, there is a kind of an open invitation for Croatia to impose a strong border control, because that's in their interest if they want to enter Schengen border. And I think that's why this topic is not a topic anymore, neither in the European Parliament or with the European Commission or with the European Ombudsman, is because there is a kind of a tacit agreement that now we have switched to this strong border control policy. And these countries, although we might not like it, we might not like that people's human rights are being violated, their dignity is being endangered. However, it's in line with this policy, and then we let these countries do the dirty work.
In the future, if there will be a peace in my country, yeah, sure, I will go back to my country.
I'm lying if I said no, because I really miss Iran, my city, my home, my friends. But for living, no. Maybe someday just for visiting, yes, but for living, no.
I want to go in some Portugal, and if I go in Portugal when I get paper, so that time I will one time or two times I visit my Pakistan, also home, and I want to see my mom, dad, and brothers, sisters. So when I get the papers, I want to go.
I will go to France, inshallah, maybe Belgium. These two, maybe Belgium, maybe France.
Spain and Switzerland, inshallah.
I would like to first work hard because I took too much loan from the people in my country and some other places. I will make, inshallah, I will make my own business when I earn the money, inshallah.
I'm good at drawing and painting. I really like to study, and I remember since I was little, small, I wanted to be an actor, and I always playing with myself, like in a mirror. It was like that, and I was dressed up and playing, and I was act like I'm an actor, and maybe one day, but I'm not thinking about it right now. And I just think I can help. How can I help people, like with job, like being a doctor? Maybe I keep my studying. When I was in Iran, I was studying for being a nurse. Maybe I keep doing it, maybe, I'm not sure. But at the moment, I'm just thinking about drawing and painting. I always have my pen and my papers with me, but it's been a while that I don't have them with me. I'm on the game, can't do it on jungle, you know, on the worst, and forest.
The earth is a rounded circle. If this situation is today on me, tomorrow this situation will come on you. Today is on me. The power is in your hand. Don't cruel on me. If today you cruel on me, tomorrow you will come on my place. I will become on your place. On that time, I will do the same situation.
European people must, also people in the world must know about violence, Croatian police, because this must stop it. This is not acceptable. That is not human. What Croatian police make with people, that is not human.